in the chat, you can put your answers, and then at the end of this part, I will go ahead and check them. So first one is here, number 1. Tell me what the name of this structure is. It is, it has a phospholipid bilayer. These are lipids. There's one layer here and one layer here. And in this phospholipid bilayer, there are proteins embedded in it. 2, we have our structure. It consists of NAM, NAG, NAM, NAG. The NAM is N-acetylmuramic acid, and the NAG is N-acetylglucosamine. Next, we have here our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, our blue structure here. And I'll give you a hint. Bridge. That's the hint. It creates a bridge with our NAM, NAG, NAM, NAG structure. Then next we have our 1, 2, 3, 4, a 4 amino acid structure. And they what binds these amino acids are peptide bonds. Don't forget that. Peptide bonds. Clue right there. This one has 1, 2, 3, 4 amino acids that are linked together. They're bound together by peptide bonds. Here we have a kind of like a single strand right here that goes vertical to the NAM-NAG structure, as well as our second. So this one is our 1, 2, 3. This is our 4th structure, 5th structure, and our 6th structure does the same thing. It's vertical to our NAM-NAG structure. All right, I'm going to check your answers in the comments, in the chat. All right, we have our number 1, it's plasma membrane. The next one is peptide glycan. Here we have our peptide cross bridge. The next one, our clue was 4 tetra peptide side chain. Yep. Side chain. And then 5, we have wall-teichoic acid. So it's wall-teichoic acid. And our last one is lipo-teichoic acid. All right. You guys are doing fantastic. So this one here, we already know what this one is. And don't forget to put your answers in the chat. Phospholipid bilayer. And it has proteins, which are deleted, proteins embedded in the outer membrane. So we have phospholipid bilayer and proteins. We have our NAM-NAG structure. It is the carbohydrate backbone of the cell wall. And then we have our protein. Oh, I told you what this was. Well, I'll tell you the specific name of this protein. And this NAM-NAG structure and this particular protein is embedded in a space in the gram-negative. Tell me what that space is for 3. 4, you tell me what the specific protein is. Next one, we have our next layer of the gram-negative, and you tell me what that layer is, what this is. It is a phospholipid bilayer that has another one that is embedded with proteins. And a specific protein, you can tell me what that is here. It has an entryway where nutrients can go from outside the cell to inside the cell. And then we have another structure that's a part of the gram-negative, number 7. You tell me what this structure is, and then break this structure down. Tell me what the name of each part of the structure is. Okay, all right, let's go. Number 1 is, of course, a phospholipid bilayer. Number 2 is our peptidoglycan. We're going to skip to number 4, and it's a lipoprotein. Now, the peptidoglycan and the lipoprotein is in a particular space, and it's called a periplasm space. After the periplasm space, we have an outer membrane, And this outer membrane consists of phospholipid bilayer and proteins. Now, this particular protein in the outer membrane is called a porin protein. Our next structure here is called, let's see, where should I put it? I put it on the bottom. It is called a lipopolysaccharide. And here is the structure. So this top part here is our O polysaccharide. O polysaccharide. The next part of the structure is called a core polysaccharide. And the larger part of this structure is called a lipid A. All right, I'm going to check your answers to see if you guys got it right. And that's our gram positive, and that is the structure of our gram negative.